Yeah, so on Monday, all I'm gonna say is some of you just relax. I know some of you are gonna do this on Monday. You're gonna do exactly what that character on screen is doing. You're just gonna be clicking like crazy. Bye, 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 bye.
Sometimes in life, the gods smile upon you, my friends.
Okay, so let's talk about BBAI and what happened. So on so in the Discord, a lot of people were excited because they did buy BBAI and they thought we were gonna break out and go to $10, but that's not what happened, right? Unfortunately, because I still think we're gonna go to 10 with BBAI and VTS. Same thing. I think that one's gonna go to 10 as well. That's another one that people like. And VTS. I think it's inevitable that we get there. But as you can see, unfortunately, we got pushed down because of something that happened in a market-wide catalyst. Let's call it that. And yeah, I remember in the stream, people were asking me, should I take profit on MVTS? And I'm like, you know what? Buyers are not holding it. They're selling. Buyers are not willing to hold. Every pop gets sold off. So I was seeing the exact same thing with BBAI. You should check out the streams if you're not checking them out. I stream in the morning, so maybe some of you are working, but I was telling people, like, I don't like the feeling. Something doesn't feel right. I didn't call it, but I just didn't feel comfortable. So I didn't buy much of anything. I just sat there like, I'm not buying today. I'm just going to sit back and relax. It's a Friday. Usually on Fridays we sell off anyways. But this was a huge sell-off because of a market-wide catalyst because of what's going on with China. So, and the government is still shut down, by the way. So we still got that. As long as the government shut down, what government contracts? Let me ask you that. What government contracts? I'm drinking some ginger tea for my throat because I've been talking a lot. This is the first week where I really talk like hours and hours. So I need to drink a lot of ginger tea to make sure my throat doesn't give out on me. And then I have to take like a month off to restore my voice to normal. BBAI, it's still holding sevens. And that's what gives me caution. It's the fact that we just continue to hold here. We still continue to hold that sevens. But, come on, man. And we got pushed down. So on Monday, I would say wait and let's see if we can get a bounce here. But that 7 it keeps getting retested over and over and over again. And either drop. This is kind of bearish too because this was if it weren't for Trump, I think we would have gotten that breakout to 10 plus because people would have been holding instead of selling off like it did. But right now, people are selling off. And I think the market is in fear, going into extreme fear. So even though you might buy the dip, you got to keep in mind, we can't move the markets. I want you to think about what I'm about to say because some people get it twisted. We don't move the markets. If me and you guys could get together and move the markets, well, hell yeah. Let's just, hey everyone, at exactly 10 o'clock Monday, let's buy BBAI and we'll push it up to $20 and we'll take profit. And yeah, and we'll double our money every day. Let's just coordinate. And yeah, that's not that we don't have that power. If we could do that, we'd just be pumping and dumping all the time. So the only way you can do that is if you do that with low floats, which is what Moon Market does. I'm not going to call him a cheater, but he uses his big Discord to pump and dump low floats. Let me put it that way. Who knows if he's a good trader, but he's definitely good at using his size to pump and dump stocks that have low floats. Low floats just means it doesn't take much volume for the stock to get moving. So if you have a big channel, a big YouTube channel, if you're a big social media influencer with millions of subs, you do have the power to pump and dump the cheaper priced stocks with a low flow. But unfortunately, BBAI is not that, nor do I have that kind of power anyways. And I'm glad I don't keep because I'm good at trading because of my technicals, not because I rely on pumping and dumping like that one guy, Moon Market. Although I hope he doesn't watch this. He won't watch this. Hopefully no one tells him I said this. But anyways, jokes aside, BBAI. Let's see if we hold sevens. If we don't, we would expect it to come down to 650, which would be a retest of this 50 EMA. And that one likes to act as support, as you can see. It bounced here. So that's something to look out for. This is a big level, right? 7s here in the past is where we got pushed down. So that's why it's acting as very strong support right now. But the moment that gives out, we would come down, right? Because in the past, you can see here 7s was a big level, and we just could not get over it. We came all the way down to the purple line, right? That was recently too. This was this year, by the way. That was back in August. So, like, that's a big level. If that does not hold, you would expect at least a retest of 650 and the 50 EMA. And if that doesn't hold, we come back to the purple line, which is ideal, right? Because you want to get as cheap as possible. So yeah, I think let's see what happens on Monday. Monday? Yeah, Monday. Let's see what happens on Monday. Sit back and relax. Too many people, you want to know why people end up buying at $8? Because you better believe there's idiots who bought up here thinking, oh my God, this is it. It's going to go, Palantir level of move. It's going to go to 100 now. There's idiots who bought up here. I don't know who buys up here. I don't know. Don't ask me. But there's a bunch of idiots who buy up here thinking this is it, right? Because all they saw was a big green candle and BBAI being up, 12% plus. They thought, oh my God, this is the big breakout to, 100. So you don't want to be the one buying up here. And some of you have told me, yeah, I used to buy up there because I was scared of missing out. Because you never know. But the problem is you never know when this could happen. And this is, again, $8 up here. That's a big level. We need to break that to go to 10. Same thing with MVTS. We broke it, but we still got pulled down. So there's a lot of these stocks, AI stocks, that are gonna eventually go to 10, 15, in my opinion. You just got to be patient with them and buy at the correct levels. You never want to be looking at a top here and being like, maybe I should buy the exact top. That doesn't make sense. If anything, buy the dip. But I'm looking for I'm being greedy and I want the dip to 650 at least. 650, and I'll add some, and if it goes to the purple line, I'll add big. That's where I will add big. Let me put it that way. How much did it move yesterday? We can measure that. Because everyone was excited in my Discord, like, oh my God, this is it. Shades, you were right. It's actually going to $10. MVTS, oh my God, it's actually going to $10 too. How did you know? I didn't know, but there's a lot of AI stocks that have already moved to $10 plus, right? Like SoundHound, Serve Robotics, and many others. They were under 10. They all did what? They overtime rose to 10 plus. So I don't know why I'm making hand gestures. You can't even see me, but I'm making hand gestures right now. Like it just, those AI stocks are just slowly climbing higher over the long term and eventually went to 10 plus, which is why I believe that BBAI and KSCP and what's the other one? NVTS, all these AI stocks, I'm sure there's more, Rich Tech Robotics. These are AI stocks that will inevitably get to 10 plus because this is the AI revolution, whether you like it or not. Companies want to replace you, get rid of you, and replace you with a machine. Because you got to go pee, raise a family, whatever you do. Like you got to go sleep. Machine don't got to sleep, which means machine is more productive than you because you got to go to sleep. That machine can just keep going 24/7, keep going. Oh, it breaks down. Cool. We'll fix it. We'll put a new one. Boom. Just go to the closet and grab a new humanoid robot. If you die, they can't just like grab a new version of you. You know what I'm saying? Like unless they have like a machine that prints a new version of you, I guess. I don't know. But you get what I'm talking about. And I know it sounds so dystopian, but that's where we're headed. And that's why I'm so bullish on these. But also, I'm kind of being greedy, right? It might not even come back to 650. It might not. It might actually just hold here at 7s, which, again, I wouldn't be surprised if it does. And I'll just go buy something else. There's plenty of opportunities, plenty of AI stocks that are sitting pretty at $2, $1.50, $6, $5. There's plenty that are still undervalued because they don't see the big picture. They don't see ahead. People are very short-term minded, right? So the fact that you can think ahead and realize like what's happening, you can take advantage and buy the ones that no one's paying attention to. And there's a bunch of those. So I believe BBAI short-term price target, by short-term I mean the next few months, $10 for sure. Longer term, 15, then 25. Because that's just what I've seen these AI stocks do. They go to 10, they finally break out, they go to 15, then 25. And then maybe 40 after that. Because I think, was it Rigetti stock? One of the quantum stocks went from like, it went from like super cheap to like $20, then back to 10, and then 15, then 25, and then 40 in after hours for earnings. I think it was Rigetti, yeah. And a lot of people were thanking me yesterday, like, oh my God, how did you know I made so much money off of this when I bought it back when you alerted it under 10? And I'm like, I didn't know. I'm just. It's not that I know. I just look at the. What do I do, guys? I talk about the charts. I let the charts tell me the story. And based off of that, I try to make a prediction that makes sense. I'm not going to look at you and go, oh, BBAI to 150, 180 like Palantir. Like, that's ridiculous. I'll raise my price targets if we even go to 10, if we even go to 25. But for the time being, and I'm telling you right now, I'm a better analyst than these suckers over here. Let's look at the analyst ratings. I'm better than these guys. These guys, they're too conservative, right? Because they don't want to be wrong. Hey, guys, it's only going to go to 8. But I think it's going to go beyond that. And I think they know it too. What are their price targets right now? 8, 9, 6, 6, 7. These haven't even been updated. So if these guys don't even update as recently as I do. I update every day. Like, this guy gave it a price target cut. Is this guy smoking? Their win rate is 29%. Yeah, I'm not going to pay attention to you, buddy. My win rate is 90%. So suck a fat one, to put it nicely. I would say if on Monday you get that crossover on the MACD, for those of you who have been watching my live streams and watching me day trade options and day trade NVIDIA, if you get that crossover in the MACD down here, I would say buy, nice tight stop. Like here, you got the crossover, right? White line over the yellow line. You buy here at 780, stop loss at 750. If there's momentum on your side, if buyers are on your side, you will not get stopped out. If there's weakness from buyers, then it's going to come down and stop you out, and you just don't even touch it for the rest of the day. Even if it does decide to run after, you just got to play by those rules. You got to respect when that happens. But if it doesn't, if buyers are on your side, this will continue higher, right? What happened after that crossover? Another big green candle. You bought here at 7. We're assuming you bought at the very top, which might not be the case depending on when you get the signal. But you bought at 7.80. It's already up 30 cents in your favor, and then it kind of consolidates, and it continues until finally. Let me look at the. I need to change the EMMA here to 9. Well, you're day trading at this. What I'm teaching you is day trading, but I'm also teaching you how to position yourself on the 3-minute time frame and not hold the bag all the way down. If you want to take advantage of a potential pump. So as you can see, as long as the price stays above that 9, you're fine. As soon as it breaks down under it and closes a candle up below that 9, that's when you want to take the profit. So here it closed at 837. It closed below that 9 EMMA. 837. You bought at 778. I mean, you made what? 50 cents per share. You bought 1,000 shares. Quick $500. I just gave you the strategy. Are people going to use it? No. Are people going to be patient? No. Most people aren't that way. They want to get rich quick. But I just showed it to you for free because I don't give a damn. Because most people are not gonna. They're not gonna bother. And some of you work a job in the morning, so some of you don't have that opportunity. So, it's up to you how you want to play it. But that's the safest. I'm just showing you how to do it safely. So if in case it does break down, guess what? Thank God I got stopped out. I get to buy at 650 now. Hey, in case it goes up in my favor, hell yeah. I got a good position. I got a stop loss. You can even move it up to break even. And if you get stopped out and there's no strength and it doesn't bounce off of 7s, guess what? You got stopped out at break even. You basically played for free. That's how you got to think of it. Too many people, once you have strategy, man, the stock market's a money printer. That's why I have such a high win rate. That's why you see people always saying nice things like, oh my God, I made so much money. Thank you. You gave me the confidence. Thank you for helping me, etc., etc. I give you strategies. They're very simple. They're very easy. And as long as you stick to the rules, it's very hard to lose, very hard to hold the bag. The only thing that could cause you to take a big loss with my channel is if we get a big overnight drop on a swing trade, which happened with Color, right? You guys remember Color was my worst call this year. I think some people took like a 30 to 50% loss. I took like a 30% loss, if I recall, 50% loss, I believe. Like when that happens, that's the only risk really with my channel is you're holding something and overnight, where's the drop? There's the drop right here. You're holding something and overnight it drops, right? It drops like this. That's the only risk, and that's something you just can't see coming. When it happens, you just run away. Yeah, it dropped 23%, but we were up here as well. So that was my only worst, super terrible call this year. And that's the biggest risk you can have is the overnight holding and it gaps down because the company goes to, it goes to shit. That's really the only word. I don't think that's something we need to be concerned about with BBAI, or else I'm about to get the second worst call, which is not bad. 2 worst calls in a year, that's not bad. Ideally, 0 is better, right? But I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. Color BBAI, completely different beast. That's it for the video. I'm giving you the tools. You're the one who has to use them, learn, and apply everything that I teach you. There's some people who really want to learn, and then there's people who just want to be told what to buy and when to buy and what the price targets are. And that's fine too. Just know that you can go next level and really be a master, and it doesn't take much. I'm not a genius. I'm not anything, just a guy literally at home in front of a computer with 2 cats and some ginger tea. Like, I don't really like do anything. Like, I use free software. Moomoo charges free. Schwab brokerage free. Like, I don't, like, there's nothing really I do that's special. I don't. I just give people my strategies because I know there's so many who are not even gonna bother. That's it for the video. This is a buy. Sell target of 10, 15, 20, 25.